Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just a quick check. Is the volume really loud? You know me, I like to try different stuff. Um, Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I'm your host, A.D. Walker. Thank you for being a part of all that we do. I figure I mix this up a little bit because what I realize, whenever you're watching something on YouTube, we always fast forward this part. Unless it's saying something important. But most of us fast forward when they said about to begin. And then if you're like clicking through like what they talk about, you click it and this part here, you might leave it. You're like, ain't nobody got time to be watching all that. So I want to thank you guys for being here, rocking with us. Make sure you are part of our text community. Blessings, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Make sure you're a part of our text community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. Hey, Mama McCoy, great morning to you. Thank you for being here as well. We're going to have a great show. We are digging into a ongoing topic. So I'll say great friend of mine, I asked his suggestion. He busted out. I was like, you know what? We've talked about it, but you can't talk about it enough. Honestly, you can't talk about it enough because unfortunately, I know too many people that are dealing with this issue and not properly addressing them. And I'm talking about forgiveness, guys. Forgiveness. Does forgiveness look the same for everybody? And what I mean, so the everybody is I'm forgiving a friend or I'm forgiving a family member. Does it look the same? Does forgiveness look the same? So we're going to dig into that. Maybe tough topic. But it's hard, not holding on to petty. So today, that's what we're talking about. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of all that we do. Make sure you are sharing because sharing is caring. I love it. We are growing steadily, connected with some more people. We got some big things coming. Still building this plan out. And September, we're gonna be discussing the next levels of Brothers of Legacy and what we're doing. All right. So we appreciate you guys again for being here. Make sure you're texting our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. Never miss a broadcast. Never miss an episode of What's Going Down. What's going down? So again, I appreciate you. Yeah, that's it. That's all. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we'll be right back right after this really short intro, because this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Bam. You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Boom. What up, Kaneem?
Yes, sir. How you doing? How you doing this morning?
Man, if it got any better, I'll be flying away.
Wow. That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
If it got any better. Let me make sure I sent that. I'm sure I sent it to him. Sometimes I think in my head I did it. Okay, I did send it. All right. So listen, I appreciate you guys for being here. So today again, we are did I ask you Chubb Rock? Y'all know who Chubb Rock is? These are going to be ongoing questions. Do you know who Chubb Rock is? If you don't know who Chubb Rock is, I don't know if we could really be cool. Yeah, in my book, but I don't know if you don't know who Chubb Rock is.
I would tend to agree with you on that, brother.
Oh man, so how's everything going on in your world, my brother?
I can't really complain, man. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was really good.
Good. How the kids getting adjusted to school, man?
Kids in school, they are, They're doing, as if you follow the show long enough. My daughter, she's like she likes school, loves it. It goes back and forth. My son kind of goes through the hate, eh, I can't stand it, and they're like, it's all right.
I got one like that too.
And if you missed the previous episode, we talked about our feelings about school, what we went through as kids and children and all that. But yeah, my son he's making it through. He's making it through, having the talks. Son, just focus, write notes so you can pass the test. All we try and do is get out. Let's focus on getting out. So it's going all right. So we what are we, like 4 days in? This is the first full week.
Oh, okay.
It's the first full week for us. So yeah, excited. And it's funny, my daughter was complaining. I was like, what did she say? She said, no, Dad, it's not summer anymore. It's fall. I was like, no, baby, it's still summer. I know you in school, but it's summer. When I was in New York, we start in the fall. In September is when we got started. After Labor Day. Right. Just right when the cold was trying to come on in. It's like, oh, it's school time. I'd rather be in school because it's cold now. So, it's kind of the motivator, like, what we gonna do outside anyway? And he goes, might as well go to school. So, yeah. She's like, I want to go to New York. I was like, you can go when you grow up. But it's like, take your brother, you could be roommates. y'all can fight all the time. And then she said, we don't fight, we just have disagreements. I was like, really?
That's what she called it?
That's what you call it. She said, we just have disagreements. What's up, Jeff? Good morning. All right. So that was my weekend. Very eventful. But it was good, though. It was good. Let's do this. So today, again, we're talking about, does forgiveness look the same for everybody? So, because you're to my left, right of me, Kaneem, Carey, what does, with your family, right? And I know there's like levels, because I hate talking about the levels of stuff, but there is, there's levels of when somebody does something, how quickly you can kind of get over it. Like there's certain levels, and then it's the intent. It's like, because $20 could be like, man, you didn't have to steal my $20, but stealing your last $20 is different, because we've had levels of our life. That $20 was gonna be for some groceries. like we're gonna eat off this. Let's see, okay. So let me get Pastor in the building. He is here, and we're gonna have an amazing conversation. Good morning, Pastor. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. How we doing?
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, good morning, Pat. Good morning. All right, let's see. So, okay. But what I'm talking about today, with forgiveness look the same for everybody. If family offends you or a friend offends you, do you forgive the same, or does it really matter the offense? Do you forgive the same? Because I don't want to give you your answer, but do you forgive the same? So Kenny, do you forgive your family the same as you do a friend who can be tossed back into stranger? like I thought I knew you.
Man, it just depends on the offense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it just depends, because family, friend, associate,
right,
stranger, just depends on how you offend me. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can get it. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, got a certain, shield up against what I'm giving if you being offensive to me. But it just depends on what the situation is and how you handling it or whatnot. So
go
ahead, brother.
Is it the handling it if you say something and how they respond, kind of thing.
I let,
Disgusting. Okay. Uh-oh. You got a call. Jeff says.
yeah,
I think sometimes family offense is guessing a little more. You said you was starting out, you was about to answer, and your phone did something. So
yeah, phone call. But
no, you're fine.
On my the last flip that I did.
Right.
So the house was getting ready to go on the market. Excuse me, the house was getting ready to go on the market, right?
Right.
So this is the final cleaning. This is where you get all the dust. You know what I'm saying? It's really just dust work. To make a long story short. So mop, counters, bathroom, everything, get everything all shiny, smelly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A little bit of sage and all that good stuff. And I told my cousin, I was like, why don't you come over here and you know what I'm saying, clean the house.
All right.
And I give you $100 because me and the kids, everybody, we all over here.
Okay.
It'll be an opportunity for us to hang out. I'm gonna give you that money.
Right.
We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, do all this, do all that.
Right.
And she told me that wasn't enough.
Oh.
I said, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, she
pause.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that one, but go ahead. That answer, I was thinking a whole other thing. Okay, good.
Yeah, so she told me that wasn't enough, and then so we going back and forth, like I ain't seeing you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting you to hang out. You bring your kids. I got my kids.
Right.
My wife. You know what I'm saying? You bring whoever. Yeah. So anyway, getting back into it about that. A couple of days later, we talking about the same issue.
Right.
But now she's saying that I'm lying about giving her the money and how long it was gonna take, and her bringing her cleaning supplies, or was I gonna supply cleaning supplies? And I'm like, no. All you had to do is get there. I never told you to bring nothing. I ain't tell you to bring no vacuum, no gloves, no spray, no Febreze. I told you to come over here, help me out $100. I mean, I got the whole family over here. We didn't brought everything.
Right.
I just need an extra body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking we can knock this thing out in an hour and go eat and chill, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got back and forth into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on now. Is this Negro calling me a liar?
Right.
Well, that's one thing I don't do is lie.
Right.
I'd rather go ahead and tell you what it is than to tell you something false.
Right.
If I was looking for a word that wasn't cut because I felt like cussing, but if I don't fool with you,
I got you.
But yeah, I'm telling her, and my wife was like, I heard the same thing. I'm like, I know I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't tell you to pay nothing but your body and your kids.
Right.
So we got into this big old disagreement about that, and we fell out. I was like, hey, guys, you ain't never ever. In the rest of the life that you got left on this earth, got to call me for anything.
I got you.
And we was on mutual agreements with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, but the reason I was so upset that she said I lied to her, I'm like, Negro, I'm the one that brought you to Georgia. Well, you ain't had no place to stay. I was roommating with my homeboy.
Right.
And I had to ask him to let you sleep on the couch.
Right. I got you.
The first night you get here, you disrespect his house. Ooh. And he want us to move the same week.
Wow.
I had to go get an apartment. I wasn't even ready to get an apartment.
Wow.
But if she got to go, I got to go.
Wow.
I go get an apartment. I'm in the apartment for maybe a month, maybe 2 months.
Right.
I buy me a house.
Okay. Okay.
I leave her in the apartment.
Right.
She don't even pay the first month rent, and the apartment in my name.
Right. Right.
I say, all this time,
Wow.
Christmas when you ain't got money for the kids,
Right.
I just throw you a few dollars.
Right.
You don't owe me nothing. Just here you go. And for you, and then I'm doing you a favor with this flip. I'm like, I'm giving you $100 just to come hang out.
Right. I just listen. I need another body. I like you. You know, we cool, and I'm a comp you for your time.
Yeah, I was like, man.
Right.
I said, boy. Well, my wife, she felt the same way. Like, she lost her mind. She lost her.
I got you.
I'm like, man. So yeah, but I mean, we talk now. But
It took
a minute. When I say it took a minute, it probably took probably about a year or two.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But and the only reason I started talking, because my aunt, that's my daughter's, that's my aunt's daughter.
Okay.
I always talk to my aunt.
Gotcha.
So she always tell me about her daughter.
Right.
Have you talked to her? This, that, and that. I'm like, no, I ain't talking.
Right.
I ain't heard from her.
Right.
But anyway, that's how like anybody get it. Like if I feel like you didn't handle the situation wrong, I ain't got no problem cutting you off. Like it's like I was born alone, I'm gonna die alone. So you been in my life.
So let me ask you this though. So and this is kind of where I'm going. Do you feel like if this was a friend or used to be friend, like even let's pile it on, even almost like a lifelong friend, like they've been through stages, they've been through your rough times, like they were there when it got better, if this was a friend, do you think you'll still be connected to them in the exact situation, exact responses, you doing the exact stuff for them, moving them in, them jacking up the place,
Now, the only reason that I think that we came back together is because we family, and her name and her she always there. You know what I'm saying? Like when I
got you. Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with my aunts or my uncles or cousins. She always there. So but if it was just a friend, oh yeah, nah, probably not. Because I have friends in the past that have been done that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we went to high school together. When we graduated high school, we was tight. We was hanging out every day, blah, blah, blah. And I ain't talked to him in 10 years. Not a phone call, not an email, not a Facebook, not a nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
We was hanging out every day.
I got you.
But like I say, it ain't that. I love the memories. And I enjoy when I think back, but we ain't got to have a conversation together about the memories that we had. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. So Jeff says, I think friends you can boot easily, but family you got to rerun that forgiveness bus. With family, yeah. I can forgive you, not hold a grudge, but I don't really do well on the reconnection part. Gotcha. And I'm gonna jump to you, Pastor, in 1 second. Just Kaneem, when it came to like you said, she's there, meaning like you go over your aunt's house, you see her, like it's kind of like constantly running into them because they're they're your family in your circle. Okay, I got, because I think about that too. It's like someone that's always gonna just show up because they're still family. We're gonna be around. Right.
And it's not. It was a principle of thing because I didn't help her out.
I got you.
So many ways. We literally grew up together.
I got you.
Her brother was like my brother until he got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, and when I brought her up here, we went to the cemetery and we both crying. I'm telling her brother,
I got her.
His tombstone.
Right.
Like, I got it, and I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna do this.
I'm
gonna do that. And I'm trying to honor
Right.
the commitment that I made to him.
Right.
Like, you gonna call me? I rearranged my whole life to help you.
Right.
And then you gonna say I'm lying?
Right.
I said, girl, you better get your. Well, anyway.
I got you. I got you. I got it. Understandable. Pastor. So with you, or how do you feel about, like I said, the first question, do you feel like you forgive family more than you forgive a friend? Like, is it easy? Not easier, but I guess because of running in the same circle, do you find yourself able to forgive more than you do like a friend? And what are some of the, and both of you guys, like the emotional thought process of, because can we keep it real? And I know I call him pastor, he's my pastor, and we get biblical, but we human. Our feelings get hurt, like, and we had a conversation, talked about petty, just like, and you try to push that stuff down. You try not to have it sit on your mind, but when someone, does something wrong or talk about you, and can even 100% feel you on you done after all the stuff I've done. like, man, I didn't even need to pay you to come over. You owed, you owed me. At least do that. And keeping it, you don't want to go back into bringing all that stuff up. But when someone, like you call somebody, like all the stuff you've done, like Pastor, you call me, hey, can you come over and just help me move such and such? It'll take 5 minutes. And I'm like 2 houses down. All I gotta do is come out the house. It'll take 10 minutes. And I'm like, no. And then you start going, what? After all that I, in your mind, it's like, you can't give me 5 minutes of your life. You start going back to grade school. That stopped that bully from punching you in the face. It's just so getting into that. Sorry, because I've been there. And how do you process, or is it, like I said, is it different? Family, friends, and were there situations that you may have forgiven family more than friends? Hey, good morning, Deborah.
I think it's different, man. I think, a lot of times with family, we struggle with the thought of, you should know better.
Yeah.
Or you of all people should know not to. Right? So that kind of plays into it. But I'm not going to kid you, man. I have always found it hard to intentionally cut people off because of something they've done.
Right.
But let me tell you why. Okay. The reason why is because, my family didn't grow up around a bunch of family.
Right. Okay.
So we always got excited about family. So you had, you had more leeway.
Right.
Because because in my life, I'm just so happy to be connected to people.
Right.
That you might get away with more. And I'm going to be more forgiving. But I've always found that the reality is forgiveness is really the same for everybody.
Right.
In my world.
Right.
Because to Kaneem's point, I can forgive you, but also be done with you.
Right. 100%.
You understand? I'm just because not wanting to deal with you doesn't mean I don't forgive you. It means I'm just not going to deal with you anymore. Not in that capacity. Right. And even when it comes to family, I can forgive you, but I ain't never doing business with you again.
Yeah.
I can forgive you, but we're not going to be sitting down at the same table.
Yeah, I get it.
Right. Because I need to protect myself. I'm saying if it gets to that point, I think there's a difference between the behavior and how we categorize the behavior, because I don't have a problem forgiving people for doing wrong.
Right.
That's not my issue.
Yeah.
But I know that I also have to take into consideration, you should have known better. Sometimes it's harder to forgive.
That's that part.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't have an issue forgiving.
Should know better, right? Yeah, definitely. I got you. Wow. But okay, so like you said, you don't have the issue forgiving, because
let me make this clear. I'm not saying I haven't struggled to forgive people.
Okay.
Right. Whether you family or not, if the fault hurts me, I got to work on forgiveness.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if a family member crosses me and a friend crosses me, and it's the same transgression,
right,
it's going to be hard to forgive either one of those if I have a struggle with the transgression, whether you're family or not.
I got you.
You know, with family, it may take more work because I need to tell you why it's so hard.
Right.
Same thing with a friend, but with a stranger, I ain't got to tell you nothing. I forgive you, going about your business, and let's not do that again.
Right.
But I believe that the process of forgiveness, I don't care hard or not, whether it's family, if it hurt you, it hurt you. I don't care who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you lie on me, whether you're a family member or whether you an associate, you still lied on me.
Right.
It bothers me that you would lie on me. Now, if you've known me for 30 years and you know good and well it ain't good to lie on me,
right.
And I'm gonna tell you how much of a shame it is.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm gonna still forgive you.
Right. Morning.
Good morning.
All right. Richard says, forgive you, but done. He said, forgive you, but done. Are we not meant to forgive people and forgive yourself, but turn the other cheek and give people a moderate amount of chance of redemption? The redemption. Sam says, good morning, Bree.
Good morning, daughters. Look, first thing in the morning. All right.
Oh, let's see. He said many times you have to face family again. Right. Whereas a friend, I could shun you. Right.
Yeah, people get mad because you cut them off and they mistake that with unforgiveness. And it's not the same. That's
Yeah.
Love you. I gotta jump.
All right. Appreciate
you. All right,
now. So yeah, definitely. I said, praise God for women. Thank you, Pastor. Says some hurts cut and run real deep. Right. Some they do. And I think that is those are the tougher ones, you know. And I get like the family thing, like, you know, when it's fams, like you're gonna see them again. We have a reunion. We go to Big Mama house, you know, like, you know, whatever we got. Oh, and the worst, like the funeral, you're gonna see them because, you know, someone in the fam died, they coming regardless of where they at, you know. And then if they live in, like for you, they live in your locale, they live locally, you know, you're gonna run into them again somehow, some way, you know. Hey, Sister said I need to drop this off at the house. I'm just gonna put it in the front stoop, and then I'm leaving. You know, you're gonna see him again. He said family thing is way tougher. It can be. I
mean, it is way, like Jeff said, it is way tougher.
Right.
But it just depends on the level of the issue. Like I said before, you know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing is, especially when you got, you know, certain type of just a certain type of love for the person.
Right.
And
that's it. Yeah.
And they and they don't reciprocate it or appreciate it or just have some type of, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. With specifically about that situation, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm like, I don't know. Our relationship might not never be the same. You know what I mean?
Right. 9 times out of 10, it never goes back to what you had. You know? You're always, it's in the back of your head. You're not comfortable, you know, and you're just like, you know, like you would never call her to hang out and pay her. You know, it's like you never call her to do something. It's like, you might think twice. I won't say you never, but you just like, I don't want the drama. I'm gonna just do it myself. I just do the work myself. I know I'm be tired, but I can't, you know, I don't want to risk going through this nonsense again. But definitely it matters. Ephraim says forgiveness will be there, but trust has to be earned all over again. Indeed.
That's that. I mean, in a situation like but I mean, it wasn't even trust involved in that situation though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trusting her to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but just for you to just for you to misremember or delete, you know, details. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I lied about, like, what? Well, anyway.
What they call it? Alternative facts. Alternative facts.
Yeah. Trump lingo, that. What else that is?
Oh, he said, Sam says, I agree. I forgive you, but you have been reassigned in my life. Rich says, I've managed to forgive 2 people and forgive myself, which was harder. Indeed. Right. I had a stepmom who was offensive and she couldn't help herself, but I love my dad. So I took it for his sake. Wow.
I feel you, Jeff. I feel you, buddy.
Wow.
I love my aunt. That's why I said I love my aunt, because we talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I mean, like, it's not a milestone in my whole entire life.
Right.
That she has not been a part of. You know what I'm saying? And that's her daughter.
I got you. I do. I got you.
Like, this is my mama's sister.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I'm gonna try to get over this. for your daughter, I'm gonna try to get over it. Yeah. Let this thing go. Forgive her. Yeah. Because it can be challenging, because it's nothing worse than, I don't know, like they say, harboring resentment or holding on to, you know, that anger or that angst or whatever it is bothering you. It's just going through the process of just letting it go. You know, like, I think that's the biggest thing, letting it go. Like, just let it go.
But AD,
yeah,
I'm that dude.
Yeah,
I will hold on to stuff forever. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But my whole thing is, I compartmentalize it.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't really gotta, you know what I'm saying, show off. So, but I know when things, when it falls in my view again,
right,
I always got that little compartment I can go back to and be like, yeah, so this is, you're trying to repeat. Now, you feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
But yeah, I mean, I'm that dude. I don't never just let stuff.
Let it go.
Yeah, right. I mean, but Brian was, if he can do it, I mean, I give him a lot of kudos for that.
Right.
But I'm not that dude. I keep it right in a little bit box somewhere back there in the back of my mind. Like, okay.
I try to let stuff go. I think I do okay. I don't think I hold a grudge. You know, because he said forever, ever. Like,
hey, I am that dude. I am that dude for real.
I you know, like, I guess my test of holding something is when they come back in your view, you know, or someone mentions their name. To me, that's how I look at it. Let me know if I'm wrong. You guys, let me know if I'm wrong. But if I say, like, hey, remember John Walker, and you're like, you know, your whole demeanor changes. Like, I was high, now I'm like, thinking in your head, why would you bring that Negro's name up? I think that's a grudge. That's a grudge. Like, you haven't let it go. To me, that's how I look at it. Yeah. So
I mean, but if I'm saying you pushed it back.
Yeah.
But when somebody triggered that memory by saying his name, you brought that little box right back in front of you. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
Here you go.
Yeah. John, okay. Oh, okay, all right. That one. Oh, you want to talk about him? That what we doing? That what we doing? Okay, all right. Yeah. You give me how you feel about John. I give you how I feel about John.
That's what we're doing right now. We're going to have that conversation, right? Oh, he said, "What's right?" He said, "Ha." He said, "John Walker." You start getting pissed at the sound of his name, right?
Yeah.
That's when you know you're holding on to it.
See, Jeff got that little box too. Jeff pushed that box to the back, but when John come up, I didn't think about it. You brought him up. You brought him up.
But then okay, so for me, like when that name came up, like I'm like, oh man, why am I so irritated now? Like, why did I have let something that I thought I let go? I got that box, bro. You got, but it's like, but have you ever tried to process it? Like, I gotta forgive this thing. I gotta let this thing go. Like, have you ever tried, like, cause I'm saying, heard a name and I go there and I'm like, you know what? I gotta find a way to just let this thing go. I gotta let it go.
I don't know, brother. Like, I mean, it's no longer impacting your life. When at that moment,
it is in a sense.
But I mean, just now, that's just to me. Okay. At that moment, when the memory was stamped,
right,
it affected you.
Yeah.
But once you put it in that box and place it somewhere,
right,
it's no longer affecting your life unless somebody triggers it.
Right. Now, what? Because I think sometimes, and I'm sure everybody does it. You're old enough, like you ever see you meet a dude or you see somebody and you like, oh, you like that, you like Jackson, you remind me of Jackson. Like, and you put them in that box because you like, oh yeah, you got that Jackson on you. You got, like, I'm gonna put you over there with John, using that John. And before they can actually do the Jackson thing to you put them in there with John. You feel what I'm saying?
I just like my daddy.
Oh man, yeah.
I put him in a box.
Right.
When other people talk about their dad, oh, me and my dad was so close. I love my dad. Oh, we used to do this and that, and my dad taught me this.
Right.
I never displaced that box. I keep it over there. Right. But when they ask me a question about my dad, then I got to put the box in front of them.
And you got to unpack it in front of them.
And then when I tell them about it, they lip drop, be like, oh,
right.
I didn't feel that way about my dad. Yeah, like he wasn't. That he wasn't that. He wasn't the vision that you have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to paint that picture of what I saw.
I got you.
My daddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep him in that little box. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I feel you.
It don't affect my life though.
I got you. I mean, I get remembering. I get talking about. I think it's just like I said, if we too quick to associate somebody and put them in the same box with somebody else, I think we could lose out on a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know John smoked crack and did certain things, so we just got surprised. It just caught us off guard because we found out later that's why he was the way he was, because it's like, well, then you should have told me. I wouldn't have tripped. He stole my DVD because I left him in the house all day. They think there are characteristics that I should already know. I would have been ready. I didn't mad at you because you should have told me. I didn't know. But I think, like I said, when it comes to people, sometimes we put them in a category, because of an offense we might not have dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Yeah. And like I said, I understand 100% understand not really forgetting, because you want to forget, but sometimes the remembrance is a skill set. Like, oh, let me just put that right there, so I'm aware, because certain things happen and you're just not aware of, and you're just like, oh, because I like there's a moment like growing up in church, not growing up in church, but going to church and things like that. I put ministers and pastors as highly regarded, but then I had to knock in the head. They're human. In the moment, it's like, I got to be mindful. I got to be mindful.
And when I first got to Georgia, man, I was dating a lot, right? So a lot of the women that I was dating was going to church. So I would go to the church, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in church.
Right.
But then when I saw all these pastors that was, I ain't going to call them frauds, but I just don't think that the message that they was giving the congregation was substance and knowledge that should have been shared. You know what I'm saying?
I got what you're saying.
I mean, it was more. I went to one church and the pastor was gay, and I grew up in church, and we never talked about partnerships, man and man, woman and woman, in church.
I got you.
And for him to broadcast it on the pulpit in front of all these folks, and so he gay.
I got you. I got you.
And I just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then one of them was all about the money. Y'all, I need. The Lord has told me that I need this boat.
Right.
And if y'all bless me, you know what I'm saying? Like so you want us to pay for you a boat? Is that what you did? Is that what is you really up there?
Is that what you get to?
Yeah, you can't pay for a boat. Come on, man. I mean, it was just certain. It's just certain stuff like that. I'm used to the building fund. Anyway, we need to,
things for us. We all get to enjoy whatever we had. Right.
We're gonna build a bigger church. We need a new kitchen.
We
gotta get new bathrooms. We're taking the whole the youth to on a field trip. We're doing something, you know what I'm saying? That's going for everybody. It wasn't just about the individual.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So it's interesting for Jeff. Jeff says, man, this is an interesting 180. When my stepmom passed, I thought my life just got easier. I was actually relieved. And yet, to be fair, she gave me a car one time and she left me a trust fund that paid me $4,100 a month for life. It's a mixed bag. Wow.
Well, she did love you, even though she might have been a little mouthy.
Right. She did love you. Right.
She did love you.
Most folks, they only there, just out of spite. I'm gonna send him. He gonna get $1 a month just so he remembers me. Like if you think Pastor Vern's dad jokes bad, you never heard my dad jokes. He said, "Oh man," he said more biblical than Bible. Let's see. Just as Kaneem, I had a pastor one time used to cop. From when we found out we were gone. Pastor Feely. All right, never got a shot. All right, right. He said, not a boat.
Yeah.
Can we just walk on water? That is funny.
Hey, boy. So, yeah, man, that kind of it salted me for a minute. That's one reason why I didn't really go back into the church as hard as I used to when I was in Houston or whatever, man. But I mean, it was a different situation when my granddaddy died. He made sure we was at Bible study and choir practice, Sunday service, and I mean, he like you couldn't go over there like, what happened to you last weekend? You didn't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You did not want to hear that. So
where you at?
Now, you know what I'm saying? So, but when he passed away, it was like, you go at will. You know what I'm saying? So then when I got up here, I got all this salt from these bootleg. I can't even call it bootleg. I just said it wasn't comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't pleasant.
I got you. Not what you used to. He said, dang, Jeff, $4,100 a month. He said, I forgive her too. So listen, we appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. It's a quick reset. You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out, we stand up. Listen, I need you guys to join our text community. Text LWN to 84576. And then after you text the LWN to 84576, I need you to hit the button where you can fill out your name so we can know who you are. I got several numbers with no names. And I look, I'm like, I wonder who that is. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Make sure you tag other people and let everybody know that we are here every day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Who said he got to scare my comment before he reads them. Like, right, exactly, Jeff. I love you, man. You're cool. I just, listen. I try to let everybody be themselves. But some things I don't repeat. Like, okay, because everybody listen. I know people can go real deep and dark in their life. They've been through some stuff, so I do understand.
Oh yeah, you good, Jeff. Just sharing a little love, brother.
So let's see. Hold on. Durawa asks, so you stopped going to church because you visited some wrong ones? I guess that's you, Kadeem. Durawa, hope you are feeling better, my brother. Hope you're feeling better out of the hospital, getting out soon. Let's see. He said, love you too. I feel you. Or wrong for you. Okay, so he said you stopped going because you visited the wrong ones or wrong for you. You can answer, feel like it, don't. Like, you know.
Oh, I mean, I actually didn't even get the question correctly, so I can't answer what I didn't.
Let me hear. I'm sorry. Let me throw it up there. Can you see it? He said, so you stopped going.
Yeah. I guess that's what it was, brother. I didn't know what church to go to. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. I mean, I visited a lot of churches, right, but I was going with the women that I was dating at the time. So, you know,
right.
that's what that was. So
I got you.
Where they took me is what I experienced.
No doubt. All right. Let's see. All right. So we appreciate you guys for rocking with us and hanging with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Again, like I said, make sure you share. Make sure you share. If you're on the YouTube space, make sure you are subscribed, hitting the thumbs up every time you come on YouTube. Make sure I appreciate you. It just helps with the algorithm and all that good stuff. What else tonight? Oh, Purposeful Forever will be on tonight. Not sure what we're going to be talking about.
What's the topic for tonight, brother?
I don't even know right now. I don't even know. We got to discuss that. We got to discuss it. Well, check it out. We always got some interesting topics going on with me and my wonderful wife. So we look forward to seeing you guys same time. Keep friending me on Facebook. See him here. He's probably okay. Or I'll unblock him. He said that brother keep friending me on Facebook. I see him here. Okay. He's probably okay. I'll unblock him. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I'm not sure. Hey, Jeff, you might not want to, brother. I'm just saying, Jeff. Keep a peace of mind, brother, if you're not comfortable with it.
Gerardo said, so you chasing womb, not word.
At that time I was, but I still had to hear the word.
Right. See, he was still open though. He was still receptive. He just like
had to hear the word. But yes,
was in the wrong spaces.
In the wrong spaces. That light, I was chasing womb, not word. Right.
All right, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys for being here. Again, make sure you are in our community. We definitely want to start some conversations in our Discord. So make sure you join that as well, the Brother Legacy on Discord. I will shoot the link out through the LWN to text LWN to 84576 so you can connect with us. I think that's it. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Be safe. Oh, he said that, dude. All right. So we see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Continue to be safe. Listen, be safe out on the roads. I see accidents happening all day. And if you got a gun also, man, keep it locked up away from your kids. Because that seems to be a thing again happening. It seemed like a trend. Like, so do the right thing. I just heard a story about a 4-year-old got killed messing with a gun in a car. Mama driving. I guess she was driving in the car somewhere. and the baby picked up the gun. Just keep it locked up. Listen, I'm not anti-gun, but just it's dangerous. do the right thing with it. Do the right thing. All right, definitely. Oh, and as always, I got to make sure I am an advocate for 988 if you're having a mental health crisis or know someone that is having a mental health crisis or you're witnessing a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988 to get effective help. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Know that we love you. God loves you more. Continue to stay safe and always do the right thing. Peace out.
Wow.